All right, everybody, buckle up. Today, we are diving headfirst into something you've definitely heard of, maybe even whispered about a little, ChatGPT.
Yeah, it's everywhere you turn these days.
Seriously, remember way back when smartphones were like this futuristic thing? We thought they were so cool, but nobody really knew how much they'd take over.
And now we're glued to them.
Totally. AI, especially ChatGPT, it's kind of on that same path. It's becoming a bigger part of our lives every single day, whether we realize it or not.
Absolutely.
So we're taking a deep dive today into this article I saw called, get this, 5 Surprising Ways ChatGPT is Already Changing Your Daily Life.
Oh, I like that. Surprising.
Right. I was intrigued. And a little freaked out, to be honest. So we're going to unpack how this tech is already making its mark in ways we probably don't even realize, and more importantly, how it can actually, directly impact you. Even if you're like, ChatGPT, I don't even use that thing.
It's true. It's already doing a lot more than a lot of people realize.
For sure. So first up, how does more free time in your week sound?
Doesn't everybody want that?
Yeah. Right. That's what I'm saying. Well, this article kicks off with this whole idea of ChatGPT as your, personal work assistant.
Oh, I like it.
Right. So imagine this. Instead of slogging through, this super dense market analysis for work, what if you could get the key takeaways, the really important stuff, from ChatGPT in, minutes?
That would be amazing.
Seriously. That's time back in your day for actually brainstorming creative solutions, for actually doing your job, not just getting lost in the weeds of all this information.
100%.
And what's so fascinating to me? It's how it actually does that. Have you heard of this thing, natural language processing?
Yeah, it's incredibly complicated, but also super interesting.
Tell me about it, because I read about this and I'm like, how?
So basically, ChatGPT has been trained on an unbelievable amount of text data, and it's learned to understand and generate human-like text. So it's not just about spitting out grammatically correct sentences. It's about understanding, you might want a cheery email to your team, not just a robotic one. It picks up on those subtle cues we use in language.
Whoa, so it's like it understands tone, too.
Yeah, to a certain extent, yeah.
That's wild. Okay, so beyond just work, right, this article highlights how ChatGPT can actually make learning and research, those things we're supposed to do, feel less like a chore.
Sign me up.
Right. We've all been there, needing to grasp some complex topic crazy fast, right? Whether it's for work or some random personal project, or honestly, let's be real, just satisfying our curiosity because we saw something online.
Yeah. Who has time to read whole research papers anymore?
Right. So ChatGPT is like having that instant summary button that we all wish existed.
It's true.
For real, instant spark notes for dense research paper.
And blog posts and articles and you name it.
Exactly. What do you think about that?
I think it's a really powerful tool for learning. I mean, think of it like having a study buddy, right? But this study buddy is ready to give you a quick explanation on, I don't know, blockchain, the history of cheese, literally you name it. Need a refresher on something you haven't thought about in years. ChatGPT can get you up to speed without having to dig through your old textbooks.
Right, because who has those anymore?
Nobody.
Right. Okay, so it's like your super smart friend who remembers everything. But I do have one concern.
Okay, I'm listening. What's up?
So it's great getting these summaries, and obviously this is just me, thinking out loud.
Sure.
Is there a danger that people will just rely on those and not actually do any real learning for themselves?
That's a really great point, and it's something to be mindful of. While ChatGPT can give you a fantastic overview, it's not a replacement for actually diving deep into a topic yourself.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah. Think of it like it's a stepping stone.
Yeah.
Get you in the ballpark, but you still got to round those bases on your own for a complete understanding.
I love that.
And that's where, critical thinking and all those good things come in.
Right. Don't just trust the robot.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've got working smarter, learning faster, but what about making those, everyday decisions?
Oh, you mean the ones that are constantly bombarding us?
Yes, the ones that seem to eat up all our time. Get this. ChatGPT can even be our secret weapon for smarter shopping.
What? Really?
I know. This article blew my mind.
Okay, you got to tell me more.
So we've all been there, okay? Standing in the electronics aisle, totally overwhelmed by smartphone specs and features. What is the difference between these two things? Am I really getting the best deal?
Oh, it's the worst.
It's too much.
Uh-huh.
So this article talked about how ChatGPT can cut through all that noise.
Okay, now I'm interested.
Right. And it all comes down to ChatGPT's superpower, analyzing insane amounts of data.
It's true. It has access to it all.
Right. Product reviews, technical specs, like even user forums, it can sift through all of it and pull out what actually matters most to you.
Wow. That's amazing.
Right. Based on your needs. So instead of spending hours researching, comparing, feeling like you need to get a degree in whatever you're trying to buy just to figure it out, you're getting personalized recommendations tailored to you.
It's like having a personal shopper for your brain.
Yes, exactly. That's a great way to put it. Okay, so from conquering our inboxes to choosing the perfect whatever, ChatGPT is already proving itself to be pretty handy.
Yeah, it's a pretty amazing tool.
But what about those areas where we crave a little finesse, a little bit more of that human touch? That's where things get extra interesting. Up next, we are tackling how ChatGPT can actually help us level up our communication skills.
Oh, I like that. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, it's really interesting, so stay with us.
Sometimes don't you feel like you just can't find the right words?
Oh, all the time.
Like when you're writing an email, especially if it's kind of a delicate situation at work,
Yeah,
or you're asking for feedback from someone and you want to be taken seriously.
totally. Or even just trying to get your point across without sounding, like a total weirdo.
That's the worst.
ChatGPT can actually help with that, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, the article gave this example of using it to, rewrite an important email.
Okay.
So, that thing I was just talking about, imagine having to ask your boss for a raise.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about nerve-wracking.
The worst.
But ChatGPT can help you strike the right tone, sound confident, but not, super demanding.
Oh, that's a good point.
It's all those subtle things that can make a huge difference.
It's like having a communication coach in your back pocket.
Yeah.
You can actually analyze your writing, look for clarity, look at the tone, and even suggest ways to make it more impactful, which I think is something even experienced writers can forget sometimes.
Absolutely. So we've got ChatGPT as our work buddy, our study partner, our personal shopper, and our communication coach. What can't this thing do?
Right.
Well, hold on tight, because the next area we're diving into is where things start to feel really, futuristic.
I'm ready. Hit me.
We're talking about how ChatGPT can actually help you organize your entire life.
No way.
From, the mundane daily stuff to those big, exciting plans.
Get out.
You mean, actually getting around to booking that trip I've been thinking about forever, or finally, tackling that to-do list that's a mile long?
Yeah, that would be life-changing.
Tell me more.
So the article had all these examples, like using ChatGPT to make a detailed packing list for your trip, or planning out your daily itinerary. It can even suggest restaurants based on what you're into.
Wait, so instead of me spending hours on a million different travel websites, I could just tell ChatGPT hey, this is the kind of trip I want, and it just handles all the details.
That's the idea.
That's kind of amazing.
And that's just one example. Right?
Yeah.
But it's about freeing up your time and mental energy so you can focus on what actually matters, which is, enjoying the trip, being present in the moment,
Yeah.
not stressing about the details.
I love that. It's like decluttering your brain instead of your closet.
That's a great way to put it.
It's about working smarter, not harder.
100%. And ChatGPT is a powerful ally when it comes to that,
Yeah.
right? Reclaiming your time, your energy for the things that light you up.
Okay, I'm sold. Sign me up for the AI-powered life upgrade. But before we get too carried away, we do have to remember that as cool as all this sounds, ChatGPT is still a tool.
Right.
It's up to us to use it wisely.
Exactly. I mean, this technology, it's incredibly powerful. We should be thoughtful about how we use it, not just hand over all control. It's about using it to make our lives better, not letting it dictate our lives.
Exactly. It's like having a super-powered assistant, not a replacement for, our own judgment.
Right.
We're still the ones calling the shots, but with a little AI boost to help us along the way.
I like that.
Okay. So far, we've uncovered how ChatGPT can streamline your work, boost your learning, make you a savvier shopper, help you communicate more effectively, and even organize your life.
That's a lot.
It's like having a whole team of experts at your beck and call, which is kind of mind-blowing. But wait, there's more. So we've covered how ChatGPT can, boost our productivity at work, right?
Yeah.
Help us make smarter choices with, shopping, all that good stuff.
Right.
But this last area, this is what gets me really excited. This is where it gets really interesting.
Okay, lay it on me.
It's about how ChatGPT can actually enhance the parts of our lives that I think sometimes get lost in the shuffle.
Okay.
Our creativity, our hobbies,
Oh, that's interesting.
even our relationships.
Okay, I'm listening.
It's easy to get caught up, right, in those practical applications of AI like we've been talking about.
Sure.
But what about AI as this, like, source of inspiration? Like, what if it could actually help us inject a little more fun into our lives?
That would be awesome.
Right, I know. This article had some really cool examples of using ChatGPT to, get this, brainstorm date night ideas,
Oh, fun.
but, like, not the boring
Not
ones.
just dinner and a movie, yeah.
Exactly. Like, it was suggesting things like themed scavenger hunts,
Right.
personalized playlists.
Yeah.
It even suggested creating a whole mystery night at home, which, honestly, I'm here for.
I love it.
It's about breaking out of those, like, predictable routines, you know?
Totally.
And sometimes you just need a little nudge.
Yeah, you do.
And ChatGPT can be that nudge. It's offering these, like, fresh perspectives that maybe we wouldn't have thought of on our own.
Totally.
And you know me, I love anything that involves, like, a little mystery, a little creativity. I'm already imagining using ChatGPT to, like, help me plan a murder mystery dinner party, complete with elaborate backstories for each guest.
That's amazing. And that's the whole point, right? It's not just about like the practical stuff. It's about tapping into that side of ourselves, that,
Yeah.
that playful, imaginative, like childlike side that I think we often forget about as adults.
Yes.
And it extends beyond just like planning activities. Imagine using ChatGPT to help you write like a really heartfelt letter to a friend,
Oh, that's a good one.
or come up with a totally unique, thoughtful gift idea,
Ooh, yes.
or even just to have more engaging conversations like with your family,
Right.
Just to shake things up a little bit.
I love that. Using technology to deepen our human connections, it's like a little reminder that AI can actually complement our lives in ways that we never expected. Like it can actually make us more thoughtful, more present in our relationships.
100%.
Okay, so to wrap up our deep dive into the world of ChatGPT, let's do a quick recap. We've talked about 5 key takeaways.
Okay.
It can help you work smarter, learn faster, make those tough decisions, communicate more effectively, and even bring more joy and creativity into your daily life.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
But it's exciting.
It's very exciting. And I think it's just like the tip of the iceberg, you
I
know?
think so too.
But before we go, one last thought for everyone listening to ponder. If ChatGPT could grant you one wish, just one, to make your life, I don't know, more enjoyable, more fulfilling, what would it be? Think about it. You might be surprised by the answer. Until next time, keep exploring, keep asking questions, and keep diving deep into the world around you.